In today's video, I'm going to be discussing the rule of 300 for retirement planning. That's the focus of this video. Let's get into it and talk through all the details. All right, now first off, maybe you've heard of the rule of 300, the rule of 200, the rule of 400, the 4% rule, and the list goes on and on. There are a ton of different strategies when it comes down to retirement planning and making sure that you're accumulating enough money to make it through your entire retirement alongside your Social Security benefit. Well, that's exactly what I'm talking about here in this video is the rule of 300, and I'm also going to touch on the rule of 400 to put it into perspective so you can see the differences between these two rules, as it's literally just a shifting of numbers. So again, that's the focus of the video. Let's talk through the details. Really fast before we do, if you have not done so yet, make sure to do yourself a huge favor. Hit that subscribe button right down below the video. It is totally free to do so. I'm here for you right by your side every single day, doing all the research, watching the headlines, advocating on your behalf, and doing anything I possibly can to make sure that you get enough money on a monthly basis, an annualized basis, and a lifetime basis as well. I want to help you maximize your income. It's a rough time out there financially. Just look at the statistics. A lot of people are really struggling right now financially. You can see it out there. I've talked about it many times before in other reports and surveys. It's a rough time. Anyway, I'm here for you in any way that I possibly can be. Again, please make sure to subscribe down below. I truly appreciate your support. Thanks for being here, and let's talk through the details. All right, so the main focus is the rule of 300. And again, I want to point this out really quickly here. Think of all these different rules and strategies about retirement is basically like walking into an ice cream shop. I mean, let's just be real for a second. Who doesn't love some ice cream, right? When you walk in there, do they have one flavor sitting in the little refrigerated area and say, would you like vanilla or vanilla or vanilla? What is your flavor today? No, they have like 50 different flavors, right? That's exactly the same situation here with retirement planning. There's a ton of different flavors. Choose the flavor that is best for you. As I talk through the details of the rule of 300 right here in this video and the rule of 400, again, if this isn't your flavor, who cares? Don't choose it, okay? That's totally fine. There's no law that says you must choose this strategy. You don't have to do that, okay? There's plenty of other ones out there, and I can talk about them in separate videos. Let me know down below in the comment section what you'd like me to talk about. If you have one in particular, I can make a dedicated video for you. But again, just choose what is best for you, your lifestyle, your situation, your personality, and your objectives, okay? That's a very key thing to remember because a lot of people think, hey, there's just one strategy. No, there's like unlimited strategies, okay? So if this one isn't for you, don't worry about it. Just choose a different one, okay? All right, so here's what it comes down to. To determine the rule of 300, again, there's like subcategories within this, okay? You got to focus on gross income, net income, or expenses. Again, you got to pick the flavor here that is actually best for you and your situation, okay? So we choose between these, and again, they're all going to come up with a different number, but at the end of the day, it's going to give you kind of the same objective here as far as what is the best strategy for you, okay? So the simple rule of 300 is this, essentially finding your income, your gross income, your net income, or your expenses on a monthly basis, okay? So this is right now. And by the way, this is assuming a retirement at the age of 65, okay? So obviously, if you want to retire earlier at the age of 60, then the numbers are going to be different. If you want to retire at 55 or 50, obviously the numbers will be different. If you want to retire at 70, the numbers will also be different. So again, you need to fine tune this a little bit to your situation. But when it comes to the rule of 300, again, determining your gross income, your net income, or your expenses on a monthly basis, again, whatever fits best for you and your personality, and then basically you multiply that by 300, okay? So let me give you a quick example. Let's just say that you choose the strategy of choosing gross income, okay? If you want to determine how much money you'll need in your retirement, assuming a retirement year or age, I should say, of the age of 65, basically let's just say that, for example, let's just say that you have a gross income of $5,000 per month, okay? Applying the rule of 300, you take 5,000 multiplied by 300 is $1.5 million is how much you would need for your retirement, okay? Now remember, since you're using gross income in this example, this would also take into consideration taxation of your retirement money as well, taxation on that $1.5 million, okay? That's just the simple strategy there. Now, let's just say that you're somebody that wants to choose net income, okay? Again, I'm going to use nice round numbers here. I know this may not be 100% accurate, but I'm just going to use round numbers just to illustrate more easily here, okay? Now, let's just, still using the rule of 300 if you're using net income, okay? So you gross $5,000 a month, you net $4,000 a month, using the rule of 300, $4,000 a month multiplied by 300 is $1.2 million is what you would need in your retirement, assuming a retirement age of the age of 65. Does that make sense? So $1.2 million, and that's based on your net income. Now, again, let's just say that you're somebody that wants to choose expenses, okay? Using our same example here, you gross $5,000, you net $4,000, and you spend $3,000, okay? Using the rule of 300 is $3,000 per month in expenses right now, multiplied by $300 300 is $900,000 is what you would need during your retirement to basically retire at the age of 65 and to make it through your retirement. Now, you have to look at the differences between all these numbers here as well, okay? Let me ask one more quick question. Do you think your expenses today are going to be the same as your expenses at the age of 65? I'm going to go ahead and say no. I highly doubt it, okay? But again, I can't speak for everybody. That's just my anticipation that I think in the future, expenses are going to be significantly more in the future than what they are today. Just saying, okay? That's my perspective on that. So you got to figure out which one is best for you and your personality going forward. Now, again, remember this much. The rule of 400. Let's run through the same examples really, really quickly here, and I'll give you the rule of 400 so you can see the differences here of what you would need, okay? So again, assuming a $5,000 monthly income, applying the rule of 400 would be $2 million. You need $2 million, and again, that would also assume taxation on that $2 million to basically bring to you what you need at the age of 65 for retirement. Next, you earn $5,000, you gross $5,000, you net $4,000 using the rule of 400. Again, $4,000 multiplied by 400 is $1.6 million is what you would need in your retirement, assuming a retirement age of 65. Again, same example, gross $5,000, net $4,000, and your expenditures are $3,000. Again, using the rule of 400 in this example would be $1.2 million is what you would need for your retirement at the age of 65. Okay, so all those numbers make sense. Again, it's just a difference of shifting a little bit of numbers. Now, there's a bunch of other factors we need to take into consideration as we do with any type of retirement planning. How long are you going to live for, right? That's a big question that none of us really know the answer to, okay? Now, this is also assuming 25 years of retirement, okay? So you retire at the age of 65 and assuming 25 years would be the age of 90, living to the age of 90. Now, what happens if you live to 95 or 99 or 105? Well, now we've got a major problem, right? So we need to run a bunch of different numbers here. And again, let's just say that you would retire at the age of 67, or you retire at the age of 62, or you retire at the age of 63 or 55. And then again, remember, these numbers are aside from your Social Security benefit, assuming that you're going to get a Social Security benefit as well, okay? So again, there's a ton of different factors here, but this is something to think about and to focus on. And again, this retirement planning like this takes a long time. You can't just flip a switch one day at the age of 58 and say, okay, I'm going to jump on this bandwagon here and start applying the rule of 400 and then retire at 65. I mean, unless you have a very, 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 very high paying job, highly doubtful you're going to put together a $2 million nest egg from the age of 58 to 65 in 7 years' time and stack away $2 million, right? You get what I'm saying here? So time is on the side of the people who are actually implementing these rules at a much younger age, obviously, because you have time, right? But somebody implementing these rules at maybe an older age, say 40, 45, 50, 55, you potentially lost many years of potential growth and basically setting aside that money in your accounts. Does that kind of make sense? Also remember too, what are you going to do with this money? You're going to just put it away in a savings account? I wouldn't do that. Why? That's a lot of money sitting in a savings account and it's producing nothing. If the money is invested and it's producing, say, I don't know, 4%, 6%, 8%, something like this a year, that's just compounding year after year after year, and it's also helping you achieve your goals a little bit faster. Does that kind of make sense? So you can clearly see here a lot of different factors. Now, whether we're talking about the rule of 300, the rule of 400, the rule of 7,000, whatever it happens to be, the 4% rule, doesn't really matter. My point is, you're going to have these same questions to answer for every single retirement strategy and retirement planning. I know it's very confusing. I know it's a lot to think about, but here's the thing. It's the difference between basically going into retirement with at least some money, or going into retirement basically struggling for the next 20, 25, 30 plus years, right? That's rough. And there's a lot of people out there that are unfortunately struggling for no reason of, for no fault of their own. And again, this is a sad situation. So if we can avoid that at least a little bit, hopefully this video helps to better understand a little bit and maybe, get some of this retirement planning going here. So anyway, I hope this explains it a little bit. As always, if you want me to come back and focus on any other strategies, let me know down below in the comment section. Otherwise, I can certainly talk about more, but want to break this one down for you really quickly so we can clearly see some of the differences here between these different rules and, again, how much money we really need. Now, again, remember, let's just say the year, I don't know, 40, 45, 50, something like that. Do you think $1 million, or the different examples that I gave here, as in 900,000, 1.2, 1.6, 1.5, $2 million, do you think that money's going to have the same value in, say, I don't know, 10, 15, 20, 30 years as what it does today? Not a chance. Why? The depletion of purchasing power because of inflation, the devaluing of our dollars. There's just no way. $1 million today is not going to be anywhere near as valuable in, say, 10, 20, 30 years. Not a chance, okay? So my point is, you got to plan for all that as well, okay? Anyway, I'm going to leave it at that for now. There's a lot of information here in this video. Again, if you want, feel free to go back and check it out. Watch it again. Go back and check out any other thousands of videos here on the channel. Otherwise, subscribe down below. Totally free to do so. Leave a comment down below if you want me to focus on anything in particular. Let me know down below as well. Otherwise, go back and check out any of the other thousands of videos here on the channel, including those in the video library, tons on Social Security and things like that. Otherwise, those that I've hand selected for you down below in the description or the top of the comment section. And that's about it. Enjoy your day. Check out the videos on your screen as well if you'd like. And have a good one. I'll catch you again later.